The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. A shepherd's dream. Santiago was just a simple shepherd. He spent his days wandering through the rolling hills of Andalusia, tending to his sheep and dreaming of the world beyond. But every night the same vision haunted him, a dream of a hidden treasure buried near the Egyptian pyramids. Was it just a meaningless dream, or was it a sign? One day he meets a mysterious old king named Melchizedek, who tells him something that will change his life forever. When you truly want something, the universe conspires to help you achieve it. With that, Santiago makes a bold decision. He sells his sheep, leaves behind everything he knows, and sets off on a journey across the desert in search of his treasure. What he doesn't realize is that the real treasure isn't gold or jewels. The real treasure is something much deeper. And by the end of his journey, Santiago will have learned one of the greatest secrets of life. Chapter 1. The Call to Adventure. Every great journey starts with a call. For Santiago, it was a dream. But how many of us ignore our dreams? How often do we brush off our deepest desires, telling ourselves they're impossible, impractical, or foolish? Melchizedek teaches Santiago about personal legends, the unique destiny each person is meant to fulfill. Most people ignore their personal legend. They choose comfort over adventure, routine over risk. But Santiago listens. He follows the call. And just like that, he steps into the unknown. Chapter 2. Lessons from a New Land. Santiago arrives in Africa, excited to begin his adventure. But within hours he's robbed of all his money. Lost, alone, desperate. It would be easy to give up, to go back home, to convince himself that the dream was just that, a dream. But instead, he does something different. He adapts. He finds work with a crystal merchant, a man who dreams of visiting Mecca but has spent his entire life waiting for the right time. Santiago helps the merchant improve his business, and in doing so, he learns something powerful. Dreaming isn't enough. You have to take action. With the money he earns, he sets off again, this time determined to cross the desert and find his treasure. Chapter 3. The Journey Through the Desert. The desert is vast, endless, and unpredictable, just like life. Santiago joins a caravan traveling across the Sahara. Along the way, he meets an Englishman who is obsessed with alchemy, the ancient practice of turning lead into gold. The Englishman is searching for the legendary Alchemist, a man who supposedly knows the secrets of the universe. But while the Englishman buries himself in books, Santiago chooses to learn from the world around him. He listens to the wind. He watches the stars. He begins to understand that everything is connected. And that's when he starts to hear something new, the language of the universe. Chapter 4. Love and the Test of Patience. In the middle of the desert, Santiago meets Fatima, a beautiful woman who teaches him about love. For the first time, he questions his journey. Should he stay? Should he settle down and build a life with her? But Fatima teaches him a powerful truth. True love never holds you back. It pushes you forward. She encourages him to continue his journey, knowing that if it is meant to be, he will return. This is one of the hardest lessons of all. Sometimes we must leave behind what we love to become who we are meant to be. Chapter 5. The Alchemist and the Power of Belief. Santiago finally meets the Alchemist, a mysterious man who teaches him the greatest lesson of all. You want something with all your heart, the entire universe conspires to help you achieve it. But first, you must trust the process. The Alchemist helps Santiago see that everything in nature, gold, the wind, the sun, has a deeper meaning. Everything is part of the soul of the world. Santiago learns to listen, to believe, to see beyond what is visible. And just when he thinks he has reached the end of his journey, the universe throws him one final test. Chapter 6. The Greatest Treasure of All. Santiago finally reaches the pyramids. He digs and digs and digs. But before he can find anything, he is attacked by thieves. They beat him, steal what little he has left, and leave him for dead. As he lies in the sand, broken and bleeding, one of the thieves laughs. "What would you dig here? Years ago I had a dream about treasure buried under a tree in Spain, but only a fool would chase a dream." Santiago's heart stops, because he knows that tree. It's the tree where he used to rest with his sheep. His treasure had been at home all along, but he had to go on the journey to discover it. Final lesson, the real meaning of the alchemist. The real treasure isn't gold. It's not money. It's not even success. The real treasure is who you become when you follow your personal legend. It's the wisdom you gain, the people you meet, the lessons you learn. Most people never go after their dreams because they're afraid. Afraid of failure, afraid of the unknown. But Santiago teaches us something important. The only real failure is never trying. How to start your own journey. So what is your personal legend? What dream have you been ignoring? What is calling you but fear is holding you back? What would happen if you just said yes? Because here's the truth. The moment you take the first step, the universe starts working in your favor. It won't be easy. You will face obstacles. You will be tested. But if you keep going, you will find your treasure. Not just in a faraway land, but within yourself. Are you ready to follow your personal legend?